I'll be live for every game in the divisional round. It's going to be easy. Going to nail every single game in the divisional round. I pretty much nail every single round. It just gets easier and easier and easier. It's pretty much I either nail the playoffs like last year or just the team gets out in the first or second round. But it's going to be easy. I pretty much nailed the exact riddle of this Super Bowl for the NFC to win the Super Bowl. It's that easy. Teams like the Ravens and the Bills and the Chiefs have zero chance of winning because, as I've said, the first year after Brady's retirement, it has to revolve around Tom Brady. You just have to switch Tom Brady's last game with the player who made his debut against Brady. It's that easy. This is how I've been right all season long. And the fact that the Raiders are hosting the game and their last title occurred while they were at LA, and the last NFC's title is at LA, it's that easy. This is how you pretty much nailed the riddle with LA and Tom Brady for the winner of this Super Bowl all season long. And real numerology is going to destroy in all but end the Buffalo Bills Super Bowl hopes next week. It is all over. Buffalo is all but cooked in the next round of the playoffs. And this is all before the public starts screaming, "Oh, NFL, what Goodell is helping the Chiefs. They have a 2-day rest advantage. Roger Goodell watched the Chiefs have the Super Bowl." We'll say it before the fact. And Ravens not losing. They're not going to lose and make it back to the Super Bowl. You're going to have, oh, Lamar, he's going to choke again. He's going to choke again next year. So, yeah, Lamar Jackson's going to have a bad, terrible game against the Chiefs. This guy is going to fumble and turn over and intercept like there is no tomorrow on January the 28th. That's the deal. Lamar Jackson, they're going to say, is a mediocre playoff quarterback, and they only beat the Texans. They only beat the Texans because they have both a rookie coach and a rookie quarterback. So that's going to go against Baltimore all season long, especially if they don't get the number one seed next year. It has been written. It has been written for Tom Brady. 64 weeks after the player debut against Tom Brady, it has been written. The NFC has won the Super Bowl. Well, yeah, don't forget the Raiders' original colors, too. They had like a golden helmet, too. So that's a secret knowledge you need. But then they switched the name to the Raiders. I remember. I'll scoop up that story right there. But yeah, but here is what is is gonna happen. Is gonna happen. So here's what needs to happen. So here we go. I'll show you tomorrow. I'll show you tomorrow. But yeah, 49ers are winning the Super Bowl. There's nothing that can stop the 49ers right now. Brock Purdy's going to win the Super Bowl. No, Chad. You're just a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. You're just too retarded to know the tributes. That's your problem. You don't understand the significance of the Raiders hosting the Super Bowl. You're just a real rotten piece of human filth, Chad. That's what you are. You need intelligence to see that the winner of the Super Bowl is revolving around the fact that the Raiders last won while they're at LA, and the Super Bowl is at the last time the NFC won was at LA. So that makes you a retard, Chad. And fuck you with your comment, Chad. So go fuck yourself. Because last year I had the Super Bowl exacta. I was correct last year. And you're just rotten human filth to come out with a comment like that, Chad. So kindly go fuck yourself. I think Nevada has most of the golden mines in America. They do. So if it wasn't the silver helmet at Nevada, as we know, the Super Bowl is rigged, then they have Nevada has most of the golden mines in the country. So that's kind of where it's tilting 49ers. It will, because the Chiefs have zero chance when you understand numerology. I don't even need to consider the Bills. I don't even need to consider the Ravens. These teams have zero chance. There's zero chance. Because Lamar Jackson's 37 in Gematria. General Jackson won the Battle of New Orleans. So there's only one guy. Lamar Jackson. The America didn't win the War of 1812, but they did defeat the British and kick them out. So the British didn't win the War of 1812. It ended in a stalemate. Now think back to the gematria of Joe Flacco. Joe's gematria of 30 and 12. He's the last quarterback to win the Super Bowl for the Ravens. 12 years later, the Ravens go 3-0 in the Super Bowl. So that's what I like. I don't hate the 49ers. That's far from true. I'm not really a fan of any team right now. It's just not true. Yeah, I have this cup. Yeah, I follow the team, but it's just retarded to be a sports fan. It really is. These players don't know you. Why do you hate these teams or whatever that don't know you? It's like people are crazy. They're really crazy. 49ers going to win the Super Bowl. Brock Purdy's going to win the Super Bowl. He's an Arizona native. He's just going to show the Cardinals what they're missing with this midget Murray that they got there. I mean, this team sucks. They could have had Brock Purdy. The Cardinals could have had Brock Purdy, but no, they don't. You don't need to ask me if the Bills are winning. Everybody knows the Bills are going to win because the NFL wants Bills against Chiefs. Of course the Bills are winning. And the Bills will lose yet again. Why are the Bills losing again from Mahomes to go 3-0? Because the Ravens are trying to be 3-0 in the Super Bowl. That's why the Bills have zero chance. Yes, I'll be here to be correct on the entire season. Well, almost every detail of the season. Not every detail. Obviously, the original winner, the preseason prediction, but I've only had two teams. Only two teams. The first step to guessing is predicting teams from each conference. So you don't nail it down to one conference. You don't nail it down to just two teams in the correct conference. You start picking, I'll be Detroit Lions or the Eagles or Winners or the Cowboys or any of those teams. That's called guessing. Guessing is sticking with not guessing is sticking with one conference and saying, hey, there are only two teams. These are the two teams right there that connect to Tom Brady. This is how we nail the entire year revolving around Tom Brady. And I have correctly predicted every Super Bowl when there's been two teams left. That's how it gets easy because I put an effort in a preseason winner. And so because I put so much effort to preseason winner, then divisional and conference title and Super Bowl rounds, these are cupcakes. Yeah, but Lions are not making it, man. They might make a future Super Bowl. Like Lions Bengals, I think is a nice color scheme. You have Lions against Bengals. If I can see Super Bowl if the team that I'm nailing it down against Joe Burrow in Super Bowl 60. I'm just thinking about two teams. Either the Bears get really good or Joe Burrow's going to beat the Lions. So yeah, the team that I like Burrow to beat, Niners are gonna suck then because they're hosting the Super Bowl. It have to be the Lions for me. The Lions gonna get fought against Joe Burrow. Bengals get fucked against Joe Montana. Now it's the Lions that get fucked by the next Joe quarterback. So this team is cooked. The Detroit Lions may make it to Super Bowl 60. They may have another heartbreak, but they may make a Super Bowl someday. I'm talking about Super Bowl 60. But the Lions have zero chance this year. They have zero chance. They're not there yet. Maybe they need a couple more star players. That's what they need. No one's beating the Niners. I mean, they're a very high-priced team right now, a 10-point favorite. And against a team like the Lions, well, they're not ready for it. You just have to common sense. How can they handle the Niners if they can't handle the Ravens? I mean, the Lions would lose by 20 points if they faced off against the 49ers. Christian McCaffrey's going to win on the day of the Vatican's foundation, February 11th. The Christian has to win. Christian McCaffrey is going to run all over that Kansas City Chiefs defense. And Patrick Mahomes is going to just lose the rematch. Tom Brady lost his rematch against the Eagles. Now it's his turn. It's his turn to lose the rematch against a team looking to end a long title drought. We are talking about the 49ers. I have compiled the gematria of what 29 represents for San Francisco. I'll do it tonight. There is the Tom Brady rematch angle. There is the gematria 29 that I've just thought about, that I've just discovered. That does connect the Jim Plunkett to it. It does. But yeah, all we need is, just love, friendly bantering community, and not hateful messages like we saw from that vile human piece of shit chat over there. So don't be a living shithead like this guy over there. He could just, keep those comments to yourself. And let's ask Chad right here who he thinks is winning the Super Bowl if he's still here. If you're not mentally challenged, Chad, who's winning the Super Bowl? Come on, fire away. Nah, he got removed, rightfully removed. Yeah, you gotta be a big shithead to make a comment like that. I mean, to make it over here on my channel instead of anywhere else, whatever, where some trolls may hide in their closet over there. I mean, wow. I mean, people, we gotta stick it to the conference over here. Because I told you why. The 35th quarterback that screams Tom Brady. There's only two guys that scream Tom Brady. That is great intellectual insight. When you nail that 35th quarterback down to only two guys, that's your golden ticket right there. Doug Williams is 35, but my only problem with that is that Lamar Jackson's 37 and 37 years after Super Bowl 22. And Doug Williams is born at Louisiana. These are my ideas that I have compiled in the video. I've been talking about General Jackson for years. They will give a Super Bowl to a full-blooded black quarterback. He will win the Super Bowl, definitely, Lamar Jackson. Andy Reid is a Mormon who went to BYU. The Sentinels, that is the answer. Andy Reid is a Mormon too. He went to BYU. So yeah, their next title against a Mormon coach. So that is the answer, Sentinel. That's why a Mormon can't win on the day of the Vatican's foundation. So the Niners should be pretty easy. So yeah, there's a lot more to talk about. These other teams have zero chance. Lions have zero chance. They should not be considered, but they should be considered for a future Super Bowl. I'm not doubting that. Other teams with zero chance, a lot of other teams with zero chance too. Bills have zero chance because I absolutely know the significance of Josh Allen with Super Bowl 62. Super Bowl 61, if it's the Chargers, if it's not the Chargers, Super Bowl 61 is pretty much Jim Harbaugh, regardless of the team. But yeah, he is. You can look up his bio. He's a Mormon. A Mormon in Los Angeles, yeah, it's the weirdest thing ever, but I don't know how common that was back in the day, but he is a Mormon, so He is because I that's how I predicted the Chiefs. I was reading Andy Reid's bill. Okay, it says BYU, then Glendale College. Andy Reid went to Northern Arizona, as a graduate assistant. So this kind of led to my research of the Chiefs over the Eagles for last year's playoff exacta. Well, Jim Escamacha 14 win the Super Bowl 14 years after Super Bowl 47. So when you reach the conclusion, it's Jim Harbaugh wins the Super Bowl, and my first team I like him to go to is the Chargers because the owner and the wife and the coach are friends, and the wife likes the weather, and Jim Harbaugh went to Kawhi went to school at San Diego State, and he's playing for the San Diego Clippers, and Jim Harbaugh coached at the University of San Diego, and so to me, it's just if he plays for the San Diego franchise, and this owner there needs some market share of fans that he just doesn't have in the LA area. But the Raiders suck. They have an owner. They have a loser who should just, you know, like he's a loser. Max Crosby, he's a loser. Anyway, I don't care about really care about winning for these sports teams because they don't care about you either. Yeah, Raiders suck because Max Crosby had the wrong answer. I like Antonio Pierce, but if you're good with Jim Harbaugh, I'm good with Jim Harbaugh. That's the winning answer. World went the shit, I guess, after Kobe died. That vibe there. But yeah, the Eagles Chiefs rematch there. The Brady beat and lose against the Eagles. The Eagles are in last year's Super Bowl too, so this has me thinking. This has me thinking. It does. It does. But yeah, Chiefs are beating Buffalo. Just wait for it. Because numerology has decoded the Super Bowl. Because Las Vegas, that's Gamache. That's 23. Mahomes is 23-5. Reed falls to 2-3 in the Super Bowl. The Ravens fall to 2-3 in the conference title. And this pretty much is where we get Lamar Jackson winning the Super Bowl next year. He's a running back. He can't win, so I fully expect him to disappear and goes to AFC title game. So that's my prediction for the Ravens. The Chiefs easily through. The NFL soap opera continues. They really love and encourage the festivities of the real life reality TV show of Kelsey and Taylor Swift, all of that. So only losers will bet on Buffalo next week. The people that are sick and tired of them, but the NFL is not sick and tired of Taylor Swift, so they want her to go as far as can be in the playoffs, all the way to the title game, and get all the Swifties to bet on Kelsey and Swift. Yeah, sorry, Raiders. NFL hates you. 49ers going to win the Super Bowl at your new stadium. Yep. NFL hates you guys. But see, as long as they're not the Chiefs.